Hello gang, Skypilot here with, yes, another cool unboxing. Hang on a minute, wrong prop. Try again. Yes, another parcel. I'm excited with this one. This thing is going to be a ripper. I've been waiting a little bit of time for this, not too long. It's from overseas, you guessed it. My usual supplier of awesome drone equipment. Link down below gang, get that out of the way quick smart. All of these little units that I use, bits and pieces, accessories, spares, you name it. It's all down below. Check them out if you haven't seen them already. Okay, well, you're looking at the BabyHawk R Pro 3S, I believe this comes with, anywhere up to S6S LiPo, so crazy stuff. The package itself is 26 centimeters by 5.5 by 16 centimeters. Inside we have some Emax stickers. Cadex camera manual, beta flight instructions, some spare screws and some spare tyres and some spare nuts and some spare bolts and generally a bag of spares. One big bad boy here, the Emax 850 mAh in a 14.8 volt 4S configuration. Standard XT30 plug. Now we get a prop, spare prop, yeah, another spare prop. And just in case you run out, you have a spare prop. Look at all these props! Some nice little foam inserts in here. It's underneath, let's look underneath the sponge and you'll see this is pretty cool. Looks like we have a spare arm. You can see these arms are interchangeable here. So one breaks, snaps, cracks, rips, tears, you can just replace it. So that's pretty cool they included that. Absolutely awesome. So straight out the package you can see what needs to be done here. We need to put some props on our Emax R1606, pre-taped the wires. Here's the stack on the side here. Has your USB port here for your beta flight. The nice lens protector on top of the camera there. So just walking around, these cool little motors here, they're actually the 3300 kV motors, so they're going to pack a punch for this little unit. And up front here, it's sporting the Cadex S1 CCD camera. Not a bad little camera for this unit either. So she's looking pretty good so far. Will need some adjusting because, as you can see, factory it's pretty much pointing up at the moon. So we'll just loosen off these couple of screws inside here and get a bit more forward tilt so that, yeah, as we're flying along, we can actually see where we're going. And in case you are wondering, back to the motors quickly, they are all right turn motor nuts, so there's no left and right threads on them. And the canopy up the top here it's nice and solid. It's not flimsy. It's not like your typical 3D printed soft canopy, and it offers plenty of protection for that camera, as you can see, and protection of the stack underneath it. So that's pretty well done as well. Going underneath, it's got a battery strap here, which you could just about, yeah, fit a 6-volt motorcycle battery. It's pretty huge, so you're going to need to adjust that. That's pretty easily done. Having said that, there's just 4 bolts underneath here. You take that off, and that's how you can actually remove and play around with your battery strap too. There is a nice, you can see there, quite a thick rubber padded section, so when you've got your battery plugged in and sitting in there, it actually sits in there quite firmly. It does offer a significant amount of sliding protection to stop the battery from sliding, so that's pretty good. Did touch on the frame earlier. It's a 4mm frame, super strong. There's pretty much Zippo flex in this frame, and it's got a nice little, if you guys can see it, nice little red and black sort of carbon fibre painted pattern on it, so that looks really neat. Yeah, this thing does actually feel, it looks like quality and it actually feels like quality too. So bang for your buck, I'm straight away, before I even fly this thing, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 straight up. I don't care how it flies, this thing looks and feels absolutely awesome.
So with the hood, get yourself your little micro hex spanner there. Just loosen up the front too.
This back here that you undo, and it's going to allow you to get the pop top effect going on. So what you can actually do now is you can actually slide the hood up. Just be careful of your two antennas there, and you can actually get underneath and have a look at your stack underneath there without any trouble at all. If you need to, get under there and push some VTX buttons or do whatever. So just spinning around the stack, you can actually see those yaw capacitors there, and they're actually nicely mounted into the 4-inch frame there, so it's going to allow plenty of protection in case she does cop a knock here and there. Now, just touching on this stack under here, there are actually a couple of LEDs that are programmable in Betaflight, so yeah, you can tell them what exactly you want them to do. And just finishing off quickly, full-size beeper underneath there, and up top here we actually have a 200 milliwatt 5.8 gig VTX with smart audio, which is really decent, and with a little LED display on top there, so this thing's packing a fair bit of quality. Yeah, just about ready to roll. So again, the standard supplied Emax 4S weighs in at precisely 98 grams. And then the BabyHawk sitting on top, strap included, props included, brings it up to a grand total of, if we can balance it there, like so, 263.8 grams. So obviously guys, you can actually fly this with a 6S as well, which is why the strap's so huge. I'm going to do a quick beta flight, configuration, hook it up to my Tyrannus QX7, make sure everything's all good to go, and then we're going to do some line of sight. So I'll just run through with you guys now what I changed on here and what I left alone. And I'm happy to say from factory there's not a great deal to do, which is excellent. Configuration, it comes standard with D-Shot 600. I did turn the motor stop on as that was off, and my throttle percent I kept at 4.5. You'll see we've got 2 at 8 kilohertz for your gyro and PID loops. Didn't change that. Didn't change the barometer or magnometer. Personalization for the craft name, yeah, you can call it something different. You've got FPV camera angle degrees, which is left at 0. Now this one here, depending on the receiver you have, I've got the FrSky D8 version, so you won't actually need to touch this either, so it should read serial based receiver. The SpeakSat, S-Bus, SUMD, and underneath it should read the S-Bus. If you don't have these and you have something like a Tyrannus FrSky running D8, then you'll need to change them, otherwise you won't be able to bind it. All this gear down here left the same, didn't touch any of this. I did make sure air mode was on, as I still quite like flying in air mode. What I will do right now though is turn the beeper on if I lose some signal and things go pear-shaped, and everything else here in the beeper configuration I haven't touched either, so just save that and reboot it quickly. PID tuning, I've left it exactly as it is here, as you can see. TAER 1234, which is standard. I have sorted out my modes, so auxiliary 1, I've got my arm, angle, horizon mode, and the beeper set. And we have a couple of LEDs here which we can play around with, which I will do the next video. So here we are, out on the oval with the Emax BabyHawk R Pro 4-inch, and we're going to do a quick little line of sight here and see how it fares. I'll get a bit of recording going on the RD200. I'm not going to fly any FPV at the moment, as I'll probably just completely lose this thing. Yeah, this thing is a beast. Let's get cracking. Let's have a listen, let's have a look. We'll see how the recording goes, see how the land goes, and let's do a quick bit of line of sight. I shall separate it from the transmitter. As we all know, the signal does get a little bit interfered with once it's close to my Tyrannus, which is a bit of a pain, but that's cool. I can live with it. Alright. That sounds pretty cool. Alright, let's try a punch out, shall we? Holy moly! You guys see that? Wow! Scared the crap out of all those birds. Yeah, wow. Let's see if we can get close to it without chopping our head off here. So, as you can see, it's a pretty decent looking unit, this thing. Looks good, sounds good. Alright, let's have a scoot around. Have a punch out. Well, look, that was about a quarter throttle, guys. That was, so. Oh, it's beeping. Okay. When this starts to beep, guys, bring it straight home. That basically means we're just about out of power, so I hope I've got some good recorded FPV footage there, guys. I'll stop when the battery's dead. It's almost dead. Oh, some birds. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, didn't like that. Okay, now we're getting line batteries. Alright, there we go. So I actually used the battery a little bit more than I thought I had. So I just wanted to do a quick line of sight, guys, which is what I actually achieved here. So that's job well done. Got some footage for you. So that was actually the first full discharge of my 4S battery. So I'll go charge it up now and actually get some FPV going. It's going to be a nice still day tomorrow. So yeah, smash on that thumb, smash on that bell, and stay tuned for some FPV action coming your way. And yeah, this thing is an absolute cracker. I love it. But I'll see you in the sky. Sky Pilot. Catch you later.